Hello friends, welcome back to the fourth video of our singular and plural series. We have completed rules from 1 till rule number 6, and in rule number 1 we learned that we have to just add an s to make the word plural. In rule number 2 we checked if the word ends with an s, x, ch or sh, then in that case we have to add es to make the word plural. In rule number 3, we noticed that if the last letter is a y, we have to add ies by replacing y. And in rule number 4, we saw if the last letter is a y and the second last letter is a vowel, in that case, we will just add an s to make it plural. Rule number 5, we noticed if the last letter is an o, we have to add es to make it a plural. And similarly, in rule number 6, we noticed again, if the last letter is an o, here we have to add s to make it plural. This brings a question in our mind that how will I come to know where I will add es and where I will add s? For this, I have already informed you. There is no clear explanation anywhere. I have tried multiple grammar textbooks, but I have not found any clear explanation yet. So this brings us to a conclusion that we will have to remember for which words ending with O, we will add ES, and for which words ending with O, we will add S. We will have to remember this thing so that we do not make any errors. Moving on to today's video, which is for rule number 7, 8, and 9. So friends, first of all, I would like to draw your attention to a common thing which is in rule number 7, 8, and 9. See here, we notice that all the words which will be in rule number 7, 8, and 9 will be ending with F or FE. I repeat, all the words in rule number 7, 8, and 9 will be ending with F or FE. So here, my friends, you have to notice that in rule number 7, it says, if your word ends with F or FE, you have to add VES. Now, how you will add VES? Let us see that. If the word is life, to make it plural, you make it lives. You don't put FVES, but you put LIVES. That's how you make it plural. Knife becomes knives and wife becomes wives. So this is how you make it a plural. Okay, you will have to remove the F and then add VES. Let us move on to the next words. Here, the pronunciation is half. It is not half. There are many people who do not know the pronunciation here. So L is silent. It becomes HALVES, halves, CALVES, calves, and wolf becomes wolves. Okay, so for number 2 word and number 5 word, L is silent. The pronunciation will be half, halves, calf, calves, wolf, wolves. Here we have loaf, loaves, shelf, shelves. I'm sorry, thief, thieves. That's how you make these words plural. So you check if the last letters are F or FE, F or FE, and then you add VES. Okay, so this brings us to the end of rule number 7. Let us move on to rule number 8. In rule number 8, it says, if the word is ending with F or FE, you have to add an S. Now here it is completely different. First, it says add VES, and now the rule says you have to add S. This was the same confusion in rule number 5 and 6, where the words were ending with O and we had to add ES or S. So similarly here also, my friends, you will have to remember which are the words where you will add VES to make them plural, and which are the words where you will add S to make them plural. So let's not waste our time. Belief, beliefs, chief, chiefs, brief, briefs. That's how you will make them plural. And as I told you, you have to remember them. Cliff, cliffs, reef, reefs. So this is the next list. And here we have safe, safes, and roof, roofs. So I request you to understand the difference between rule number 7 and 8. In rule number 7, you notice that the last letters are ending with F and FE. Sorry, the end of the word is F or FE, and you add VES. And in rule number 8, you notice that the word is ending with F and FE, but you add S. How do I know? You need to remember it. Now, rule number 9, here you will have to see again that the word, if it is ending with F or FE, but in both the situations, you can add either S or VES. Both are correct. Dwarfs, dwarfs, leaf, leaves. Next, elf, elves, scarf, scarves, hoof, hooves. It's your choice. You want to use S or VES. Both are correct. Okay, so these both are correct here if you wish to add VES or if you wish to add S. That's how it goes. That's how you make them plural. And here, dwarfs and leaves. So friends, here you have to pay attention that your word ends with F or FE. Rule number 7, add VES. Rule number 8, add S. Rule number 9, you can add S or VES. Okay. Now, how will I find out the differences? My dear friends, as I told you earlier, that you have to remember this. Second thing, it is very important to do a lot of reading. When you do a lot of reading, you come across situations or texts which will help you to understand which word, how it can be made a plural. Okay. Another thing which I would like to draw your attention is sometimes as the pronunciation and the spelling of the word depends on UK English as well as US English. Okay. So that's one reason where you will notice that there are spelling changes. But in this case of singular and plural, rule number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, there is a slight confusion because of the endings are similar, but when we make them or transform them into plural, we have different rules. So we will have to remember that. So friends, this brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for giving your time. All the best. Keep practicing. Take care. Bye-bye.